very difficult for the examiner to mark. That's why we said anytime you are answering a history question, you write a response statement. Like for example, if you are told give 3 features of microlithic tools used during the late Stone Age, so the response statement can be features of microlithic tools. You can write a simple statement like that. That one is a response statement. You can also say features of microlithic tools used during the late Stone Age period. That one is a response statement, and when the examiner is marking, we'll see this is the question that you're trying to answer. Otherwise, if you write the answers without the response statement and you have not numbered your work, then you will fail. Fail. Let me tell you, you will fail. So number 18, the features of microlithic tools, they were very small in size. Number 2, they were more efficient. Number 2, they were crafted or fitted with handles. Next, they were used to perform multiple tasks. They were sharp or refined. Next, you are told explain 6 factors that undermine hunting and gathering activities by early humans. What undermined the hunting and gathering activities? Attack by wild animals discouraged them, as it posed threat to their lives. Next, scarcity of the animals. Fruits in some cases denied them regular supply of food. So there was scarcity of animals and fruits. Next, unfavorable weather conditions made it difficult to carry out activities. Number 4, locating animals, fruits were difficult as it would involve large areas. Next, it was time consuming as it involved chasing the animals for long distances. Next, many people were required for the success of the activity. So if they were few, they could not do something and get an animal, or maybe gather enough fruits or vegetables for them to consume. Next, it was tedious or tiresome as animals ran faster than human, and wild fruit tools could be found in far off areas. Next, stiff competition with wild animals among human beings for food. Next, poisonous fruits or roots could be gathered, leading to loss of life. Number 19, give 3 communities that participated in a Maji rebellion. This one is common. 3, Zaramo, Matumbi, Bena, Pogoro, Mbonga, Ngoni, Luguru, Wamwera, Dendeule, Yao, Kichi. And these are the communities that participated. You must remember them in your exam. Explain 6 reasons why Africans were defeated by Germans in Maji rebellion. Why were they defeated? And despite the fact that they were sprinkled some water, and the priest told them that the water was immune to bullets. So Africans were not organized in their resistance. Each community fought on their own, lack of proper coordination. Number 2, magic water failed to protect the Africans from German bullets. leading to the death of African soldiers in the battle. Lack of unity. Africans did not unite to fight a common enemy. E.g., Hehe and Nyamwezi did not join the revolt. These are the two examples of communities that did not fight the Majimaji rebellion, Hehe and Nyamwezi. Then Germans received reinforcement in the form of mercenary soldiers and weapons from Germany, Somali, Sudan, which overwhelmed African soldiers. Next, African leaders. Let us go back. African soldiers lacked enough weapons against the Germans. Next, the capture and execution of African leaders, including Kijete Kitile and Mpanga, demoralized the warriors. The famine of 1907 weakened the Africans, as it was caused due to destruction of crops during the war. It was caused by destruction of crops during the war. That is 1907. Number 20. Name three founding leaders of African National Congress. The three founding leaders of African National Congress. Youth League, that was formed in 1943. Nelson Mandela, Walter Sisulu, Oliver Tambo. Next. Explain 6 problems faced by nationalists in Mozambique during the struggle against the Portuguese colonialism. Problems faced by African or Mozambique during the struggle against the Portuguese colonialism. Number 1, shortage of basic needs such as food and clothes, especially guerrilla fighters in the forest. Next, the church in Mozambique condemned Frelimo as a terrorist organization, becoming an enemy of the people. Next, Frelimo encountered competition from rural guerrilla movement such as the Revolutionary Committee of Mozambique, Coremo. Next, the assassination of Frelimo leader Edward Mondlane demoralized the fighters. Next, the massacre of civilians, arrest and detention of nationalists by Portugal government in Mozambique spread fear to the Africans. Next, the nationalist parties lacked enough finances needed to coordinate the activities in Mozambique, so they did not have the money they needed to conduct the activities in that country. Next, ethnicity, which diverted their attention from the common enemy and started fighting themselves. Portuguese outlawed any political party in Mozambique, making the nationalist party to operate from Dar es Salaam, Tanganyika. Then, by 21, state 3 reasons why Britain used British East African Company to administer our possessions in East Africa or in Africa. Inadequate fund by the government. But 2, absence of clear policy on administration of the colonial possessions. Next, inadequate personnel. To work in Africa. Africa, the company and experience of working in Africa, so they decided to use it to administer. Next, explain 6 reasons which made British to use indirect rule to administer northern Nigeria. Explain 6 reasons which made British to use indirect rule to administer northern Nigeria. Number 1, in order to avoid resistance from the people of northern Nigeria, as the local chiefs continued to administer colonies. Number 2, the British had inadequate personnel for the vast territory, leaving the Africans to use Africans at the local level. Next, there was established centralized system of administration which were based on Sharia laws with emirs as their leader. Next, there was communication barrier between the British and the local communities, making it difficult for them to administer effectively. Next, inadequate and poor transport communication network, thus it was difficult to reach all parts. Next, to reduce the cost of administration in the colony since there was inadequate food. Next, the method was successfully being used in some of the British colonies, e.g. Uganda and India. Let's go to the next.